Good morning, afternoon, Internet. We are the Council of Cyberfriends.
Hello.
Your leaders in nerdprov here on e-improv.com, the home of all Internet-based improv, I suppose is what they are. Each week we bring you a different topic. We explore that topic, and out of that we do some scenes. This week's topic, we're going to be discussing one of the most prominent X-Men. Jubilee is going to be our topic of conversation this morning. So, Tracy, take it away.
All right. Yes, Jubilee, as pictured here in action figure form, is no lie my favorite X-Men character, and very very much my gateway into the decades of endless comic book fandom that I have had.
Nice.
Thanks, entirely to the 90s cartoon that aired on Fox, in which she was a prominent figure of, and basically the focal point of the entire pilot episode.
Awesome.
Yeah, the whole thing hinged around her, I believe, running away from Sentinels who were attacking the mall that she was living in.
Exactly that, yes.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that and, like, not to derail it onto a different character, but just hearing Gambit's accent and just being like, oh, this is going to be terrible. This is great. But yeah, Jubilee...
She's become part of a tradition for the X-Men of teenage girl entry point characters, of characters that the audience is kind of meant to sympathize with, who also happen to be teenage girls that just joined the X-Men.
Yeah, I guess it started with Jean back in the 60s.
That's true.
And then you get Kitty Pryde in the 70s. I guess Rogue, maybe, in the early 80s. And then you get Jubilee up through, like, Armor, I think was the last one. Mm-hmm. All of them pretty much mentored by creepy old man Wolverine. He's like, hey, young girl, I'm going to take you under my wing.
And I think it's all, like, it's very generational, too. Like, I think your favorite character is very much, like, whoever was that entry point character, and I feel like a lot of them don't get along with each other or look down on each other. Like, I think the Kitty Pryde fans are like, Jubilee is a rip-off and a joke, and then Jubilee fans are like, Armor is just Jubilee with a different power.
As a Kitty Pryde fan, I love Jubilee. Don't care about Armor. Other than, like, it just further cements Wolverine is really creepy.
Yeah, and I don't even see that as creepy, though. I find that one of the most endearing aspects of Wolverine is that he's always just this just stand-in dad for all these lost mutant girls. And I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I guess that could be creepy, but he's so old. It sort of makes him just like everybody's dad. I don't know. Like,
I would read that book where Wolverine just, like, runs a school for wayward mutant girls, and he's just like, I can't believe this shit. I don't know anything about periods. I'm 120 years old and I've never dealt with it.
It's pretty much the exact book I want, and we got so close to it too recently when Wolverine became headmaster of the Jean Grey School, and
with Wolverine and X-Men,
basically running the school. Just it wasn't just girls. There were gross boys there too, but it was almost exactly what I wanted.
She's also one of these characters that they seem to try and reinvent a lot. Like, in the early 2000s, they gave her growing powers. Maybe you remember this, when she was briefly part of the New Warriors that came out of the post House of M.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She had her powers taken away, and then she got, like, a suit that had Pym particles in it, and she was the new female Goliath for, like, I think exactly 2 issues.
She
now she's a vampire. Never mind.
She didn't have growth powers, but she was given, like, a super suit that basically made her, I think it was just strength-based.
Was that it?
Yeah, she, and because I read that entire run, and it was, like, I want to say maybe it ran for, like, 18 issues or something like that. And it was one of those things where, like, all the members were secretive And then, so I skipped the book entirely because I didn't care. And then I found out, oh wait, one of those girls is really Jubilee, and I had to go back and buy all the issues because I have to buy everything that Jubilee appears in ever.
That's another tradition that Jubilee is part of. The comic book writer tradition of, we don't know what to do with this character, so just give her really generic powers instead.
Yep.
Much like how Rogue, after she gained Miss Marvel's powers, was mostly just that lady that couldn't touch anything, but could fly and punch things.
Right. Yeah.
I thought her powers were to have like a massive rack that, like, no matter how tiny the bra was, like, they were never going to come out.
She never had to dye that part of her hair, and her boobs would never move. Those were two powers that she stole from somebody.
Sometimes mutant powers are just very specific.
Very, very specific.
And now Jubilee is a vampire single mom, so you know it's always just sort of throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Which yet weirdly is one of the things that has worked best for her.
Right.
It has in a weird way, and it was one of those things that I hated when it started and when it was announced and everything. I was like, "What are you doing to my favorite character? What have you like?" She's absent from the books for so long after Generation X ended, and she lost her powers, and then they put her aside for Armor and Sprite and whoever they wanted, or Pixie, whoever they was the new cool teenage mutant. And then, well, let's bring her back and have a vampire explode on her, which makes her a vampire, and then,
That's
she'll
how
just...
that happened?
Yeah! She was just having a coffee out in, some bistro somewhere, and then this vampire just runs up to the surface, detonates in the middle of, like, all these people, and then they become vampires, and Jubilee just happened to be among them.
Wow. I'll have to go back and reread that. That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and it started off this whole mutant versus vampire thing, which is not a new trend. The X-Men fought Dracula in the 70s. And
70s and 80s. They fought him quite a bit.
Yeah, just a lot of for being an analogy for discrimination of race and sex and all this stuff. They do a lot of just weird things they should be doing, like fight aliens in space and vampires. And what's the metaphor behind that? I think they just thought they would do those things.
To the scenes! Julie, I have something I have to tell you. I'm not going to be around too much longer.
Oh my God, Christian, what's happening?
I was at Starbucks this afternoon, and this guy in front of me in line, he turned around and he sneezed on me. And I think by the end of tonight, I'm going to be a vampire, and you're going to have to kill me. It's just how it is.
What did the guy look like?
He was very pale. He was wearing a long black coat. And that's how it happens. As soon as a vampire gets any sort of fluid on you, you yourself are to raise our daughter on your own. I'm so sorry. Just don't let her see you kill me.
Honey, I think you're adding a lot to the lore.
I don't...
Besides the fact that I don't think vampires exist, you did this in the middle of the day.
Well, that's what makes it even more... He must have been like a vampire terrorist out there to make more vampires. It's the only thing that makes sense. He was so pale. How do you explain that? He was white.
He was getting a coffee, which we both know is a classically morning drink.
That's what makes it so insidious, honey, and that's why that's why I came to you right away to let you know. I'm gonna lock myself in the bed until the transformation happens. Just keep our daughter away, please. I'm also just. Do you want the rest
Mommy?
of my cappuccino? Oh, honey, no.
Mommy? What's going on? Why is Daddy crying?
I
I'm
think
crying
your
while
daddy
it's
is going
so
through
hard.
something. He's going to be fine tomorrow.
I'm not gonna be
Okay.
fine.
Mommy, is this one of Daddy's things that he does?
This is not a thing.
Remember when the dog looked at you, honey? When the dog gave you a weird look?
And you know what? I still
Yeah.
think that once a true full moon happens, the transformation will come. Okay, there was a knowing look between
All
me
right.
and that dog. Okay.
You can't be both a werewolf and a vampire, at the very least.
Well, obviously, because I'll be dead, honey. I know that. I'm not gonna be both. Not in front of our daughter.
Daddy.
Now she's even more confused.
Look, honey,
Daddy, remember that time that you thought you had that psychic connection with the fish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not a merman, Dad. That didn't happen. You can't be a merman, a werewolf, and a vampire.
Well, clearly I lost those powers when the dog and I connected, sweetheart. Clearly. Dad's not insane. Okay, he's very cautious and he's trying to protect his family.
I just
Honey.
wanted to...
come here. Let me hold you. I love you.
No, don't touch me! Don't touch me! You'll get some of the fluid on you! No!
Mommy, did Daddy just apparate?
He did. Into a cloud of dust.
So that was real then? He really was a vampire?
Cut to the vampire lair. So, gentlemen, I'm sorry to inform you, but some of you are not going to be coming back from this.
What do you mean, Master?
Well, you see, the whole romancing women in order to
Yes.
turn them, all that whole shtick, it's just,
Yes.
it's not working. It's not aggressive enough.
What do you mean? No, this
I
is
like seduction.
Yes, we enjoy it. It's half
I'm-
reason I become vampire.
I
I'm
know,
good at it.
we all enjoy the seduction, but
Get it in. What is vampire motto? We get it in.
We get it in.
We get it in, bro.
We get it in, bro.
I'm afraid our new motto will have to be, we get it all over you.
Oh,
I'm
okay
good with that,
I
too.
mean, that is fine.
No,
I
I mean-
like it.
I mean, like,
Yes.
you will explode onto people.
Yes, I do. Right?
Yes.
No,
We
yes,
explode on
all
people,
over
bro.
the people.
Come on.
Yes, bro. There we go.
I got something you can blow up right now.
I
Hello,
think you're not
bro.
understanding. I think you're not quite getting what I'm saying here. I mean, you will explode. You will detonate like a bomb.
Yes, I
Yeah.
will detonate like a
No.
bomb. Yes,
You have
yes,
been
it
there,
will
huh?
be- It will be very good.
But afterwards, you'll be no more. There'll be no more of you.
The
No
little
more
blast.
for at least a couple minutes, right, bro?
Mm.
Hello, come
No.
on, bro.
Forever. No more forever.
Even being a vampire doesn't help with that, am I right?
It is true. Hello, high
Mm.
fives.
High
you-
five.
You guys are so oversexed.
That is why we became vampire. What the?
I know, right? I'm at half-mast right now.
Honestly, I've been pulling jobs since earlier in conversation.
I was just like, are we talking about women? I am in it, bro. In
My
it.
dick is already steak hard, right? Hello, come on, boy.
Come on, we get it in. We get
We
it all
get it
over
in.
you.
We get it all over you. We explode like time bomb. Yeah,
Boom.
boom, all over you.
I wish our cum wasn't blood.
We cut to the Willamette Mall, a Sears on a Sunday afternoon. So yeah, I mean, I think I get a lot of use out of a table saw. It's nice. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. So if you want to wrap that up, I'll pay for it up at the register.
Sure. And that's everything you need. That's it?
What this place closes at 10 o'clock, something like that every day.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on every day. That's cool. That's cool.
Mhm.
Can I live here?
I
hate to bring a lot on you, and I'm still going to take the table saw. I think I could just leave it here and use it after the store's open. But my parents recently passed away, and I'm kind of looking for a new place to stay. And I
I'm
think
so sorry.
it, it's all right. I mean, they were 90 years old, but it's just
Oh.
I just don't know what to do now. And just this seems comfortable to me.
We do like to pride ourselves in the comfort of our store, the good easy flow layout. But you can't live here.
I I understand you have to say that. I would contribute. You don't have to pay me. I could clean up scraps during the night. My folks were really my whole lives. I lived with them until I was 40, and now I'm lost. And I just think like, what was the one place my parents and I always connected? Sears. And that's where I want to be.
It's really beautiful, really. Actually,
Thank you.
it's
Thank you. That means a lot.
and
I'm sorry. I just overheard. I was standing in line. I that was the most beautiful story I've ever heard.
Oh, that's
I
so
really want
sweet.
I really want to buy a leaf blower now. I need to buy a leaf blower from this wonderful store that would let this man live here.
oh,
That is just so amazing.
well, thank you.
See, it helps everybody out. It helps a family atmosphere.
We do pride ourselves on that. I guess I can't turn you down now. Obviously, I got a sale to make.
Awesome.
Thank
I'll
you
just
so
start. I'll
much.
just start moving some stuff in. I got some things out in the car.
Oh, okay. We really would prefer if you just, if you're gonna live here, utilize the products that we have available to everyone else.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I have everything I need right here. I could sleep on a different bed every night. That's great. I'm gonna get started.
Okay.
You are a hero.
That's, I appreciate that.
We cut to the
just work it.
expansion. Wolverine, you don't know anything about my boyfriend, and you're not my dad.
I'm just saying he looks like a shady fella. I have been around.
You're a shady fella.
Hey, I have been a good fella. I have been a father. I have been a husband. I have been a son. Okay, I have been many things. And right now, I'm a wise old man. Okay, and I'm telling you, that boy's no good.
You don't know anything about what it's like to be a teenage girl, Wolverine.
Hey, back in 1872, I spent 3 weeks as a teenage girl, okay, to find a Shogun. All right, and I hooked up with a real bad customer. All right, and he left me. He left me cold. You want to go through that?
Did you love him?
God, I haven't thought about Tyler in so long. Of course I loved him. All right, that hair. All right. He was in the military. He was so strong. And at that point, a woman had no station. So I found my identity in him, and he just left me. That's why I had to become Patch. All right. It was a sorrow thing.
Okay, but Mark is not ever going to leave me.
Oh, he is totally going to leave you. He's in a band. You know what that means? I like strange pussy. That's what that means. Okay. All right. I slept with everybody in Kiss.
All right, well, you know what? Maybe I am a little strange, okay? I've got pixie wings. Maybe he wants that.
And he probably wants that right now. All right, Pixie, I understand. You're the hot new thing at the moment. But you know what? You should talk to Armor. All right? You should talk to Kitty Pryde and see how it goes. All right? You're all hot right now, and all the boys want you. Trust me. Oh, God, Tyler's blue eyes. I could just get lost in them for days. Do you two ever, like, just sit out on a hill together and hold hands?
Yes?
Oh, it's beautiful. And it's beautiful in the moment, Pixie, but he's gonna break your heart. I'm just trying to save you all that heartbreak, girl.
Okay.
You want some cherry chip ice cream? I have some in the fridge under my desk.
It does feel like a fat day.
It does. I put on the loose jeans and tank top today.
I don't want to say it. Well, you usually wear those.
You know what the healing factor doesn't help? Fat. I'm just a big fatty.
No, you're not.
I am. It's hard to get the claws out right now. It's so fat.
No, you're so beautiful, Wolverine.
That means a lot. It means a lot, Pixie. Thank you. I mean, why wasn't I enough for him? He left me for a Scottish girl. What's that?
If
I'm
only
sorry,
I
there's a
could.
lot to lay on a student. How's your biology classes going? Is Storm treating you all right in there?
It's okay, but the class keeps getting invaded by Sentinels.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah.
Mm.
We only have 13 Sentinel days planned, so we're going to have to tack on an extra day at the end of the school year. I'm sorry about that.
So no Labor Day?
No Labor Day. We're going to have to, that's going to be
Oh.
finals. I know, but we'll take everybody out in the plane as a present afterwards. So.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love the plane.
Yeah, we just got it fixed after Banshee blew up, so it's going to be really fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Boy.
Pixie. Hey, Logan.
Hey.
Hey, guys. Hey. So somebody's looking a little chunky monkey up in here. How
Hey, oh. Hey, come on now.
Huh?
Come on,
Yeah.
that's not...
Yeah. Yeah, we can see all the extra rolls over the top of your denim there, buddy. Yeah.
All right, that's just me. Did you have something you wanted to say, or are you just coming here to pick on me?
No, I was just walking by, and whenever I looked in, his love handles called to me, so I thought I'd stick my hand in and just let you know that you're looking fat today.
That's great. That's great for the old self-esteem.
You're welcome. Summer's out.
God damn, what a dick. I hate that Magi can just transport him in here at any time so he can just make fun of me and then he goes off. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why can't she transport me to Tyler? Huh? I ask her that all the time. You're like, no, can't go through Limbo to get to Tyler. God damn it.
It's okay, Wolverine. He's just a jealous bitch. He's just a jealous...
He's right. Look how trim he looks. Look at that new outfit. When was the last time I got a new outfit? You know what? I should just splurge. You and I, we're going to go shopping this afternoon. We're just going to buy all new outfits. I don't even care.
I would love that.
Sounds great. You want to go to the mall?
I lived in one of those for a while.
Really? That seems to happen a lot around here.
I've made a lot of friends thanks to it.
All right. Well, you and I are just going to have a mall day. Just us girls.
Cut to Gambit lamenting. I just don't understand why don't they let me run the school?
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly why they don't let you run the school. Right now.
What is it?
Everyone thinks you sound like an idiot.
What? I do not sound like an idiot.
Everybody thinks you sound like an idiot. Sorry, it's just a thing.
I'm a very well-educated man.
Yeah, well educated, but you sound like you're going on a shrimp boat and you're not going to come back, and I don't know, man. I just don't...
Remy, don't you let that Scott Summers talk down to you. I think you sound like a brilliant man.
Oh,
See,
thank you, Sharon.
Rogue
Thank you.
is a perfect foil for how stupid you sound. She sounds
What makes you think you sound so smart, Scott Summers? I got perfectly fine accent.
See, for where you come from, that's absolutely, that is not incorrect. But you're running a school here. These people expect a little bit more than somebody who sounds like this or somebody who...
I teach classics from Plato through Voltaire.
We got to Rogue's philosophy class.
All right, y'all. What's the answer?
That the shadows represent the way we see reality, but it could be different. Was that the question you were asking? I couldn't understand what the question was.
Candide's journey in Voltaire's Candide is all about his attempts to deal with what extreme problem in the zeitgeist of his times. Now, what's so hard about that, Evan?
I don't know. I might just be an old little girl with a brain in a jar, but I just can't follow anything that you're saying right now.
Cassandra, I want you to believe in yourself. You are beautiful.
No, I am old.
No.
I am old and I have a gross brain.
Your brain is not gross. You believe in yourself.
No, I stored a bunch of chunky monkey in here with the brain.
No, it's not time for a fade.
That was... Stuck a whole pint of chunky monkey in there with that brain.
With that brain. What was that girl's name? I know that was from like the early 2000s.
Oh God, I can't
No.
even remember.
For some reason, I think she wore a pith helmet, like a decent amount.
Was
of
that
the time.
Cassandra Nova?
Yeah,
Cassandra Nova wore the
yeah.
pith helmet, but the brain
Yeah.
in the jar was she had like an older woman name, and I can't think of what
Elsie.
it was.
Possibly.
Elsie was a different character linked to Wolverine.
She was a tiny cyborg girl.
Yes.
Oh, but so much fun here this Sunday afternoon. Got to explore a lot of different sides of the X-Men. And when you live as long as Wolverine, you do a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And experience a lot of different loves.
So many loves.
So many loves.
And all based off the exact same archetype.
Even Tyler was a red-headed man.
Yeah. Well, on that, we're going to call it an afternoon here on Council of Cyber Friends. Please join us here next week when we'll have an all-new topic. We'll see you then.